Good morning, my peoples. Roland Smith here, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, of course. Got you with me out here in the wood shop this morning. Got a few projects going on, and I want to kind of go over warping bowls, warping wood. Now, right there was where the heart was located in this block of wood. And as you can see, warped. Been sitting on my shelf in the finishing room for probably 2 months, and it's time to put it back on the lathe and straighten it out. Thank goodness for the recess. Look at this. You don't want that in the bowl, but as I said before, anytime wood warps, it'll pull from or toward the heart. Wood grain being this way. This is a bowl inside of a bowl. Party platter. Now, myself, I wouldn't pour. Now this is white walnut, but I still wouldn't pour my salsa into this raw wood. Just make a mess is all you're going to do. You're going to clean that out. Common sense is going to teach anybody to just put a small bowl of salsa and put your chips around there. Watching the game, eating from a wooden party platter. And this baby's even got live edge. I don't know if I'll be able to save it or not. But it's not been sealed or anything, so I'm going to get it back on the lathe. So stay with me. Now I'm going to attempt to get this camera angle a little better and get the video a little better in shot. I noticed the last video, you could see me working, but you couldn't really tell what I was doing and what was going on. And I want you to be able to see the whole of the process as far as taking a warp out of a bowl. But this bowl has been sitting on my finishing shelf probably about 2 months now. And I just turned it, didn't oil it. It is what it is, just like it is. And when I put it on the lathe and use the carbide, it may disintegrate. So I need to be careful. I may wear my face shield this morning. A lot of times when they're this thin, and that's pretty thin, I'll wear my shield. So let's get this thing on the lathe and quit yakking. Got work to do. Going right back into the same notches. A light on, put a light on the subject. Tightening it down while it's off the lathe. Because if it busts, I want it to bust down here on the bed of this lathe and not in my face. Making sure that your chuck jaws are seated to the workpiece. Yeah, you can see the warp. It's bad. It's bad. Retightening once I get it on the lathe. Want to make sure this is good and secure before I fire it up. Yeah, you can see the warp. I may have enough meat or material left to save the bowl. Then again, I may not. Don't know. We're fixing to find out. Tighten up your tool rest, making sure everything clears. Freehand spin. Check it one more time. I'm telling you, I've had pieces to fly off and disintegrate. I've got my safety glasses on. When I go into the, I got my safety glasses on when I go over here. Now you can see it hitting here, but it's skipping here. And that is where the heart was. It pulled, opened up. So, I've got my safety glasses on. I'm standing over here out of the way. When I go into the face of the bowl, I'll put my shield on. Yeah, it's super dry. So stay with me, I'm going to work on this, and then when I start on the face of it, I'll move the camera over. And I don't know what you can see, or what you can't see. I'm just hoping you can see. I've got my hood on. We're going to go into some carbide, see if that'll help the situation any. Getting a little bit of a tear out. Use a conventional. You don't want to go inside the depth of the bowl. You just want to work the edges of the bowl and the bottom of the bowl. You can see I'm hitting here. That's where the heart was, and not hitting here. I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but it's straightened up tremendously. No, it's not bad at all. See that little tear out right there? I'll get a sheet of sandpaper. See what we got here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 10 times better than what it was. Yeah, let's see. Got a in the inside bowl. Sure, yeah, it looks good. Take a little finer grain, work on the bottom, and it's complete. It's ready to go. This will never have to be put back on the lathe again. Let's see what we got. Yeah, looks good to me. See what you think. Got just a little slight warp over here. Let's fix that. I love white walnut myself. Yeah, let's sand this thing down. See where it's got a little rough edge right there now. Sand that off. Still a little bit of warp on this inner bowl, but for the most part, that's pretty nice. Not too bad. Stay with me. So here's our final piece, and having the recess allowed me to put the piece back on the lathe to straighten it out. That's the pros to having a recess. If I'd have had a tenon and removed it, I would have had to use a jam chuck in order to straighten the piece out. But here is another piece, a 3-tiered cupcake stand. The bottom part had warped as well. I had to disassemble, return the plate, and remove the dowels. That was a lot of work. But it too is finished, so stay with me. Now that the piece is complete, it's ready to be oiled and sealed, ready to go. Turned out rather nice, I think. Nevertheless, I've got a lot of items on the list to do, a lot of catching up to do out here in the wood shop. I had a guy out in Louisville, Kentucky that ordered a 3-foot functional nutcracker. Now, I've built numerous functional nutcrackers before, ranging in from size 17 inches up. I think the largest one was 21 inches tall. UK nutcrackers, guards, horn blowers, drummers, even Scottish nutcrackers. But this is going to be a challenge, a 3-foot functional nutcracker. So stay around with me, watch if you're interested. If you like this kind of thing, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you've not subscribed, and go farther, stay longer. This is Roland Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Catch you out in the field.